So take a few deep breaths. Take your time to let the entire back body relax. If you're feeling like you can let the back arch a little bit more, you're gonna shift whatever is under the mid back to a place maybe a little lower so that the top chest can curl back and open back. And then making sure that your shoulder blades, you have shimmied them under and they're nice and comfortable. And then again, sorry if you guys could mute. And then extending there. Oh no, all good. All good. Somehow I haven't found a mute button on my main device. So just extending the legs, extending the arms, closing the eyes. And letting the sit bones relax towards the earth, letting the hips relax towards the earth. Then take another breath in, and as you exhale, really let the body melt into the support. Know that right now, with the chest opening in this way, we're opening up the diaphragm. We're trying to let the lungs and let all the organs, the heart, let the shoulders know that it's cool now. It's cool to let go. It's cool to just yield and let yourself be. Nice. And then for one more minute like that, a little more subtle, a layer of noticing, just you noticing the inner layer of the body. So you noticing the belly filling and relaxing, just you noticing what it's like if you imagine the internal area of the body, the internal space like a balloon. What happens when you breathe in and what happens when you breathe out? Letting the eyes close, let yourself be relaxed. Have you taken a minute today to just breathe? Has that happened for you today? And if not, it's great that now you're doing it. Now you're getting to just breathe for a minute. Nice. And then letting yourself count gently, count down 10 more breath cycles here. So breathing in, noticing how it feels on that inner space, and breathing out. 1. And continuing like this until you get to 10. Slowing down that final breath, really feeling every nuance of your in breath and the out breath. Great. And then you're just gonna bring your arms in and rest your hands on top of the elbows on each side and just resting the arms over the solar plexus. Just take a few more breaths like that. Just take a moment to notice. Notice what it was like to just take it one breath at a time. And if you were able to notice more about your breath in this position, let's try to bring it to all of the other positions that we're going to practice. So one more breath like that. Notice every single bit of that in breath and out breath. Nice. Also notice if the mind feels a little different at this moment. Great. And then from here, we're going to, if you have any props under you, you're just going to remove them, putting them to the side right now. We're going to come right into melting heart. So from here, we're going to come onto the knees and the hands. And then keep the hips high above your knees and slowly walk the hands forward and just slide the arms along forehead towards the earth. Adjust as you need so that you can feel even more stable. Maybe the elbows come a little closer back to the center. And then when you feel grounded, let the arms lengthen out. Lengthen the back of the neck. So maybe bring your forehead a little more forward along the mat. Then we're going to deliberately let the belly relax. Let the heart relax. And you're going to take about 10 breaths here. And if you feel like you could have a little more opening, you can walk the knees a little further back so that the spine lengthens a little bit more. Nice. So still a melting heart, just wriggling the knees a little further back. Breathing into the armpits, the side body. Great, and then slide the arms a little closer to you. And we're gonna come into cat and cow. So in your own time, hands under your shoulders and your knees under the hips. Inhale, we're gonna roll the heart up. And exhale, rounding the spine. So really just enjoying this, exploring, opening into the upper back, opening into the chest. And as you continue, maybe letting this also help to open up the mid-back. Also, kind of around the sternum, the solar plexus. So little by little, getting a little bit deeper. So a few more, just rocking and rolling breath by breath. Great. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands back and we're just coming to a low lunge. So step the right foot forward and draw the hips forward. Relax the shoulders back. So nice and easy. Starting to feel the opening in the front of the left hip. And then adjust so that the hips are evenly facing forward so they're not tilted this way or that way. And we'll relax the right hip a little bit more here. Just breathing into it. Great. Take a few more breaths like that, letting the hips continue to relax down and forward. Rolling the shoulders gently back, lengthening the sternum towards the sky. Nice. Experience a full breath here. Experience every nuance of your in-breath here. And your out-breath. Nice. Then we're just going to switch sides. Nice and easy. So right knee is going to go back. Left foot is going to come forward. And again, just adjusting the hips so that they're both facing equally forward. Relaxing your shoulders here. Great. And then just little by little, again, letting the hips draw down and forward and letting the shoulders draw back, and the heart is drawing up. Nice. So creating some length along the front body and just breathing. Take a few more breaths here, really feeling the in-breath, the entire in-breath, and the entire out-breath. Let yourself feel grounded through your left foot. Feel grounded through the right foot. Great. And then we're going to come through downward dog. So step both the feet back, spread the hands, bend the knees and start drawing the hips really high. And then we'll draw the hips back. You're going to bounce a few times on your heels, bending the knees and straightening the legs. And then just letting yourself move side to side. Just coming into a twisting down dog. Great. And then from here, we're going to release the knees again. And you're going to walk the hands forward, roll the shoulders back. And we're going to bend the elbows a little bit, coming into a cobra. Nice. So it can be a cobra. It could be a baby cobra if you want to lower a little bit more, if that feels better. Elbows are going to draw back. Shoulder heads are going to draw back. The heart is going to continually lift. And just gently, just wriggling a little bit side to side. And then 2 more breaths, just pressing down through the fingertips, drawing the heart up, drawing the elbows back. Relax the tops of the shoulders, relax the lower back here. If it feels like a lot in the lower back, come lower. Yeah, great. And then from here, back into melting heart. Keep the hips high, slide the arms forward, relax the forehead against the earth. We'll take 3 more breaths here. And again, this is more about enjoying every part of your breath. Feel that balloon inside the body. Feel it expand. And feel it relax. Great. And then we're going to walk the hands towards ourselves. We're going to bring the right foot forward. Nice. With the right knee bent, coming back into this shape once again. But this time we're going to bring the right knee to the side a little bit more. So right knee is going to relax to the side, and we're going to walk the hands forward, and then we're going to walk the hands more diagonally to your left. So we're going to get into the right side body even as we open up the hip. So walk the right hand forward, slide the right arm even more forward, opening in an arc all the way across to your left. And breathe into this. Maybe for about 5-6 breaths. Just take your time here. Great. And then walk the hands back to center. We're coming into our prayer twist, always nice to do. So bring the left knee away from the mat if that feels okay. Left elbow outside the right leg, press the palms and twist. Great. And as you press the palms together, elbows moving away from each other, left heel drawing back to the wall behind you, right hip drawing back to the wall behind you. A couple more breaths like that. Great, and then hands back onto the mat. We're just gonna step through to downward dog. Drawing the outer hips back, drawing the heels just gently, somewhat towards the earth, wherever it goes. Take a couple more breaths here. Let the head turn a little left and right. And then we'll lower the knees back towards the earth. And we're gonna step the left foot forward. Coming back into a low lunge. And then taking the hands to the earth, taking the left knee to the side. We're gonna arc to the right this time. So walking the left arm a little more forward than the right. And then relaxing, lowering towards the earth with the heart. So not so much the head, just wherever the head is feeling like it's natural to go, keep drawing the left hip back. And take a few more breaths like that, right into the left hip. Nice, and then walk the hands back to center. We're gonna be coming into our twist, so coming a little higher with the left knee bent. Take your time, get the right elbow outside the left knee. Connect your palms and draw the elbows away from each other, turning the heart towards the thumbs. And you're breathing into this, drawing your left hip back, your left heel back, lengthening that left leg. Great, couple more breaths like that. See if, even if it's harder to breathe here, see if you can really take that whole breath in and out. Great, and then exhale, we're gonna face forward. Take your hands into fists. It's gonna feel easier on your wrists. And then we're gonna step back into a plank. So coming into your plank, roll your shoulders back, draw your heels back, draw the heart forward. You're gonna let the hips just gently sway side to side. You might feel the side body a little bit more here. You might feel the hips a little bit here. A few more breaths like that, just letting yourself slowly rock side to side. Nice, and then lower the knees, spread the hands again. We're gonna come back into cobra. Elbows are bent, roll the shoulders back, and draw the heart up. Nice, and as you breathe here, maybe discover, maybe you like your hands a little more forward. Maybe that feels better for you. Kind of give it a try. And we'll take a few more breaths here, just really letting the front body have that awareness and noticing the front body and breath. Great, and then from here, child's pose with the knees together. We're gonna take a few breaths there, just as a counter pose for your lower back. So arms behind you, just folding. Great. And then we're gonna come into Locust Shalabhasana, which is very good for strengthening the back body. So we're gonna come on back against the mat, making sure you have room. And then just letting yourself lower with the arms extended behind you, forehead against the earth. When we breathe in to come up, we'll be extending the toes and the arms back. So letting yourself relax back down. Take a breath there. And then when you're ready, inhale, roll your shoulders back, lengthen the fingertips back, lengthen the toes back, draw the heart up. Nice. And as you exhale, simply lower and rest again. Some people like to rest with one cheek on the earth. You can do that if you like. And again, when you're ready, inhale, draw the arms back, start turning the palms out, extend the toes back, draw the heart up. Squeeze everything together. Exhale, lower. I'm going to continue to do this for a little while more. So just exploring what works for you. You can have the legs a little wider. You can have them closer. And exhale. You're going to come back down. Let's do 5 more like this. Inhale. You're going to come up. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale. You're going to relax forward. Inhale, coming up. Squeezing everything back. Exhale, relax everything. Inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back, coming on up. And exhale, lowering. So 3 more like that with your own breath. Nice. And then when that's complete, you're going to come back into a child's pose twist. So the knees are apart, big toes are together. And you're going to slide the left arm across the mat, right hand to the lower back. And just relaxing here, breathing into this, nothing else to have to do. Even close your eyes here. And just feel the sensations around the left shoulder. See if consciously you can relax the left shoulder a little more. Just encourage it to maybe let go a layer of tension. So definitely there are many layers there. So just let one layer maybe dissolve a little at a time. We'll take 5 more breaths here. Great. And then you're just going to switch. So let's bring the right arm forward. Slowly coming back to center. We'll turn the right palm up, slide the right arm across the mat. So relax that right shoulder down, right temple, left hand, the back of the left hand to the hip or to the outer hip. And breathing into this. So the twist itself has already set us up for all of the conditions to help open up the back body. And as you breathe here, you might be able to feel that along the mid-back. And just breathe into any areas that might feel a little bit, maybe a little bit sticky, a little bit bound together. And just breath by breath for 5 more breaths. 1 breath at a time, just letting it absorb some of that breath. And then as you exhale, know that the exhalation relaxes the whole body. So even if it's just a little, it will accumulate over time. Great. And then in your own time, we're going to bring the left arm forward. And you're going to come on back. Take cat and cow for a few breaths just to bring it all together. Inhale, roll the heart up. And exhale, round the whole spine. So everything that you do in your practice right now is self-nourishment. When you nourish yourself, then you're able to be with others, to give to others. So just do this for you, but know that it will ripple out. Great. And then from here, we're going to come into pigeon for a little bit. So a little bit of pigeon. Right knee to the right side of your mat. Walk the left leg back. Nice. Left leg is just lengthening along the earth. And we'll stay a little high today. So fingertips to your sides. Adjust as you need so that the hips feel more even. You don't want to sink to one side, and you don't want to kind of overly go to the other. So try to come to the middle. Nice. Relax the shoulders back, draw the heart up. See if you can relax the inside of the right leg. So kind of like the inner thigh and the outer hip. Just breathing into it, nothing else to have to do. Nice and easy. Elbows a little bit bent. Nice. We'll take 3 more breaths here like that. Great. And then simply switch sides. We're going to have the left knee to the left side of the mat. Right leg is going to extend back. This would just be the first pigeon of the day. Come into it again later. So hands onto the sides, drawing the heart up, relaxing the shoulders again. And then breathing in, drawing the heart gently towards the sky. Breathing out deliberately. Let the tailbone kind of lengthen down and forward. So lower back doesn't have to overextend. If it feels like a lot for your lower back, you're going to come a little more forward with the hands so that there's less of an arch in the lower back. So do what feels right for you. And then again, let's just enjoy how simple it can be and how enjoyable it can be to be simple. Simply breathe here. Three more breaths like this. Arms are relaxed. Fingertips are just helping you to kind of be supported. Nothing too effortful here. Great. And then we're going to sit towards the left. We'll sweep the right leg forward. We'll take a forward bend just to, again, counterbalance. So now we're going to have the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Walk the sit bones back. Create length along the front body. Inhale, we'll lengthen. And exhale, just to whatever degree. Arms are going to come outside the shins, and we're going to bring ourselves forward over the legs. So just breath by breath here. As you inhale, you're going to notice the heart drawing up. And as you exhale, you're going to notice yourself softening forward. So let's take 5 breaths here, one cycle at a time. And then slowly come back. We're going to extend the left leg right foot against the left leg, Janushirasana. Just letting the hamstring on the left side open more, and also the sacrum on the right side. So hands might hold a foot, might hold a leg. Inhale, you're gonna draw your heart up. If you have a belt handy, you can use that too. And exhale, just extending forward to wherever feels right. Relax the shoulders here. Draw the belly button towards the left leg. And just breath by breath, lengthening forward. We'll stay here for about 10 breaths. Letting yourself know that there's time to develop this. So over each breath, notice the changes and only move according to when you see space being created. Great, and then transition just to the other side. Bend the left knee, extend the right leg. Left foot against the right leg. Nice. And then fingertips to your sides, draw the heart up. And as you exhale, again, catching the leg wherever it feels right, or holding the foot. Inhale to draw the heart up. And exhale, lengthening forward. So take your time here. Start turning the belly button more towards the right leg. You feel a difference in terms of how it feels for the left hip, for the sacrum. And again, breath by breath. We'll take 10 breaths here. So one breath at a time. Just noticing every bit of that breath cycle. Let yourself relish it. Great, and then walking the hands back. We'll be coming back to standing poses, but we're gonna transition. So come onto the knees right now and be high above the knees. So the hips are high above the knees. Nice. We'll come into gate pose, Parigasana. So extend your left leg to the side, pointing the left toes to the side. Yeah, so just bring the left leg to the side. And then we're going to have the left palm facing up, right hand onto the hip. Relax the shoulders. And then just little by little, we're going to let ourselves glide towards the left. Nice. And as you do that, deliberately open the heart towards the sky so that you're turning open a little more for that breath. Then if it feels okay, you're going to extend your right arm, keeping the right shoulder relaxed. And if it feels nice, right arm is going to extend overhead in an arc towards your left side. Great. And then breath by breath, working on a few things at the same time, but staying relaxed. So press the feet, press the left foot down, press the right knee down, turn open the heart. And then with each out breath, more lengthening towards your left. Nice. We'll hang out here for 5 more breaths. Keeping the eyes soft. And then to come up, you're going to press down through the legs. Nice. And we'll bring both the knees in back to center. And we'll extend the right leg, pointing the right toes out. Nice. Relaxing the shoulders, right palm facing up. Slide the right arm down the leg, left hand on your left hip. And then again, turning open the chest. So feel free to hang out here. And then if it feels good, you can kind of keep relaxing the shoulders, then bring the left arm up. Fingertips are going to gently extend. Right hand can either keep sliding down the leg or maybe gently brace against the leg, whichever feels more supportive. And then if it feels nice, you're going to turn the left palm in and let yourself draw to the right side. Relaxing the top of the left shoulder here. Great. We're going to hang out here for about 5 more breath cycles. With each out breath, turn the heart towards the sky a little bit more and extend the fingertips to your right. Great. And in your own time, come on back. Bring both the knees together. You're going to tuck your toes and have the toes, so the big toe and all the rest, pressing against the earth. We're going to try to sit towards the heels. So maybe we don't sit all the way down, whatever the body is okay to do right now. Just kind of sitting back a little bit more, rolling the shoulders back. Great. See if that feels okay. If that's all right, you're going to keep reaching back with your fingertips towards the earth. And if today it feels like the earth is going to want to connect to you via props, take some props behind you and then let yourself come into this. Nice. Feel free to look just forward, relax the shoulders back, press the knees down, press the toes down, draw the heart up. Or maybe it feels nice to bring the head all the way back for you. And we'll take a few more breaths like that. Great. And then from there, we transition through downward dog. Spread the hands, draw the hips up high, bend the knees a lot, really bring the sit bones to the sky. And then we'll draw the heels towards the earth and draw the outer hips back. So taking a few more breaths like that. With every exhalation, softening the heart towards the legs. Great, and then we're going to come into 3-legged downward dog. Let's bring the right leg up, extend the right leg all the way to the sky. Lots of length. Bend the right knee, open the right hip. Then let's bring the right foot forward between the hands. Great, ground the left foot. So from here, right elbow to the right thigh. We're going to come into extended side angle. We're going to sweep the left arm up. And as you exhale, left arm is going to extend towards the right side. So lots of length, left fingertips to the left outer foot. They're connected. So drawing all the way from the fingertips to the outer left foot. And if it feels okay, right hand comes down towards the earth and continue to turn. Right hip drawing towards the left heel, turning the heart towards the sky. Take a few more breaths here. Nice. Great, and then exhale, facing forward, step through downward dog. Draw the hips back, bend the knees, draw the hips nice and high, and then everything moves towards the wall behind you. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale to bring the left leg up, extending the left leg all the way out of the hip. Bend the left knee, turn open the left hip. We'll bring the left foot forward between the hands. And again, transitioning left elbow over the left thigh. Roll the shoulders back. Press the right outer foot against the earth. Great. And then if it feels nice, right fingertips to the sky. And then right arm overhead. Woo, of course. Relax the shoulders. Turn open the chest. Great. And just breathe into this. And as you breathe here, if you notice that there might be more space opening, you can start reaching the left hand towards the earth. And extend. Great, a few more breaths like this. Nice. And then we're going to bring ourselves back through a downward dog. Bend the knees, draw the hips high. Draw everything back. Let the head go. Take 2 more breaths like that. And then inhaling, we're going to come forward to a plank. Maybe even going to walk your hands forward. Roll your shoulders back. Draw the heels back. We'll come back into cobra. Relax the knees down, elbows to the ribs. And inhale, we'll roll the heart up. Nice. And again, just gently twisting side to side, looking over the shoulders. Great. And then we'll come back into pigeon again. Kind of check it out, see if anything changed. Right knee to the side. You need to come forward more. Lengthen the left leg back. Great. And we'll try to find evenness. And again, if it feels like a little more prop pitch would be nice, you can take something under the right hip or the right thigh. Whatever feels good there, if that is nicer. Yeah, feel free to do that. Great. And then we're going to stay high again. Relax the shoulders, draw the heart up. And then if it feels okay here, you're going to start kicking the left foot into it yourself. So we're bending the left knee, kicking the left foot into it ourselves. Maybe coming up a little higher. And then you can try to catch the left foot with the left hand. Nice. We're going to turn, so walk the hand around the foot so that the palm is facing out, left palm, holding the inside of your left foot. Great. And we'll just breathe into this, continuing to try to even the hips to face forward, relaxing the shoulders here. Relaxing through the collarbones even. So feel the collarbones kind of relaxing down, even as you draw the heart up, even as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. We'll take a few more breaths like that. Then we're going to let ourselves come forward. And as we come forward, we're going to try to bring the heel towards the left hip. So walking the right hand forward, maybe walk the left hand to the front of the foot again. And you're going to let yourself lay forward here. If the right arm feels like being extended forward is a lot, bend the right arm and rest the forehead onto the forearm. So we're gonna breathe here for about 10 more breaths. And again, just about one breath at a time in your forward sleepy pigeon, and drawing the left heel in. Great, and then take your time, gently come on back, release the left leg. We're going to come into downward dog and transition. So you're going to take any props out of the way, come forward. We're going to kick the right leg up and back. Bend the right knee, open the right hip. And then come back into downward dog. Take a moment there. And when you're ready, pigeon on the left side. Pigeon's really good for runners. Extend your right leg back. Nice. And again, take your time. If you want any props under the left hip, do that. Great. So get grounded with that, and then we'll lift the heart, the crown of the head, away from the tailbone. Then we're going to kick the right foot towards ourselves. Reach the right hand to the right foot so you can hold the front of the foot. And breathing into that. Feel a little bit like the foot is pressing into the hand, almost opening the front of the chest, the right pack a little bit more. And then if it feels good, walk the hand around the foot so that you're holding the inner foot, and same thing, create a little bit of that resistance. So foot is pressing into the hand to lift the heart. And you're breathing into this, taking a few more breaths, keeping the eyes soft. Great, and then from here, we're going to start walking forward, sliding forward. Maybe again, take the hand to the front of the right foot, coming forward. If it feels better, we're gonna bend the forearm and rest over the forearm. And just taking some breaths here. So give yourself time to develop this. If it feels like it's a lot, you can come back, come a little higher again. So whatever feels right today. If you follow that, that is perfect. So a few more breaths here. Great, and then in your own time, start to walk the hands back, release the back leg. And we're going to sit facing forward. Come into a wide-legged forward bend, so it's helpful to sit on something a little bit higher. Extending the legs to the sides. Nice. And then we'll walk the hands forward, press the hands against the earth, draw the heart up. Keep that length along the front body and press the inner feet away, little by little. Walk the hands forward. So do what feels right for you here. Take your time, hang out, stages, go in stages by stages, slowly coming forward, relaxing over the legs. Just breathing into this. I know I used the word relaxing. I know this pose is not that relaxing. So make it a little better for you by choosing the right amount of forward bend here. Just enough to feel the legs lengthening just enough so that you're able to breathe into the legs. Give it a little time to lengthen. Great. And then in your own time, we're going to walk the hands towards ourselves. Gather the legs from under the knees, bringing them together. We're going to come into a forward bend with the legs together. This is the last one. So press the inner feet forward. Inhale, we'll draw the heart up. And exhaling, just coming forward to wherever feels good. Just letting yourself drape over the legs. We'll take it easy now. And nothing else to have to do. Breathing into your forward bend. We'll be taking about 10 more breaths here. Just one breath at a time. Letting the back body feel the breath. So feeling your breath moving in and out of the back body. Just letting it melt a little into the out breath. Beautiful. And then in your own time, walking the hands back. You're going to come to lay down, but before we come into our final Shavasana, you're going to take one of your pillows under your hips. So whatever, or maybe even a couple of pillows, something that gives you a little bit of height there. I'm going to walk the hands back, have the lower back on the support. Relax the shoulders back to the earth. So the shoulders are not hanging above the mat. They're relaxed all the way into the mat. And then we're just going to bring the knees in. And the knees can be bent and you can just relax your legs in like this. Or if you like, you can extend the legs and have them straight. And just lengthening out without over-efforting. Just naturally letting all of this flow. Kind of take a fresh perspective from the feet back towards the head. We're just going to take about 10 breaths here. You can feel free to stay in this too if you want for your Shavasana. Softening the eyes, softening everything to its gravity. Letting gravity hold you here. Even letting the legs kind of come a little closer towards you so that you can feel a little bit more weight to the backs of the shoulders, but definitely not the neck, just the shoulders. And just breathing into this. This is a nice restorative shape. You can feel free to stay here for a few more minutes, or if you would like to make your Shavasana one that is more grounded for you, bring your feet back towards the earth And if you have any props that can make you more comfortable taking them, maybe some bolsters under your legs, maybe even a blanket under the head or a pillow, whatever feels nice right now. Nice. And then nothing else to have to do. Having moved and opened with breath through the entire body. Now as you breathe, feel the front body. And as you breathe, feel the back body. And as you breathe, feel the left side body. And feel the right side body. And just feel the whole body filling with breath, relaxing with the out breath. And nothing else to have to do, just resting in your Shavasana and simply breathe, simply be. I'll let you know in a few minutes when Shavasana is complete. So feel free to let yourself drift and relax and be supported. Just enjoy each breath here. And gently deepening the breath. Smooth, deep breaths into the body. And feeling the breath, the prana, circulate throughout the body. And feeling relaxed and complete, just as you are. And taking your time, come to your right side and rest on your side. And we'll transition from your side to any comfortable seat. And we'll meet with the eyes softly closed and the hands resting on the heart. And just let yourself feel that nourishment that you have just created with your practice, that you have just received. and let that ripple out into the world. So we'll chant Om to seal this practice. So taking a breath in. Om. 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 Bringing the palms together, bowing to our hearts and to each other. Namaste.